Start of another week here at TP HQ. Interesting bits of kit in the workshop today. Not sure what can be in the background or what can't be, so I'm just going to keep myself to myself. Oh, they're learning. They're learning. They're shutting the living trailer up. Very good. Very good. So, my plans for this week. It's a Monday morning. At the weekend. Come back feeling a little refreshed now. So, my plan this week. I want to get the boxes on here. Now that does heavily rely on a forklift, but with that being said, I believe Edwina will be ready at the end of this week, and maybe may have someone come on with a forklift Wednesday. He's going to try, but he's not 100% sure. So fingers crossed it happens. So I need to get ready for that. So that means my plan is I'm going to spend the day getting this ready. So I've got prop shaft to put back on, and then I've got all the brackets that sit down there. Cables I've got all ready at the back for the lights. So shouldn't be too bad. So yes, that is my plan. Today, Friday, cool, listen to me, I'm all over the place. So Friday afternoon / evening, I started tidying up in here because we just need a big tidy up really. It was getting a bit out of control, but I had a lot of rush jobs on. Today I'm going to try and get a bit done on these stacks. They're coming out well. They are coming out very well. They're not polished. I'm using what material we had around this. Well, good. Smooth out treat. Need a bit more polish in there. A bit more smoothing, but they're near enough there. So they're going to be around the back of the sim, up each side across the bottom in a U shape, just to cover the unsightly bit up from the bottom. And also I've just remembered I've got a customer job booked in that's coming in today, and that's an all week job as well. This is a bit crazy really. So I've got show you what I've got with it. You're seeing too much. So I've got a low loader which I made these have been kicking around ages, these galvanised frames. They're galvanised frames, and then over there I've got the alley cut and drilled for it that sits in the bottom. So that's like a basket as such, which bolts up underneath the trailer, low loader, and then he puts all these timbers in for when he's got his wider loads in, but they're going to be stored underneath there. So the side guards drop down on hinges. I started doing it some time ago. The trailer was needed, so while they was out getting galvanised, he come and got his trailer, and then we said we'll fit it in another time to get it finished off. This is that time. This week I've got the low loader in, and then next week I've got what have I got next week? I've got a Volvo coming in, which is having all the skirts are put on, but they're put on incorrectly, so I'm going to do them. And also I better actually go open the other gate while I think about it. Also his catwalk's all bent up, so he wants me to straighten that up, and then he's going to try and get some toolboxes, off the shelf toolboxes that I can mount for him as well. So that's next week's job that's come in. And then the week after, he's taking that truck back, and then I'm getting a Volvo 750XX Ellen. That'll be in 2 weeks' time that comes. So I'm fully booked up really for a month there. And then on top of that, I've also got the projects that need doing as well for old Timmy boy. Now, that's great, hunky-dory. I haven't got enough time in the day to do it all. So I'm continuously thinking of plans of what to do. So, someone's got to come in and help out. I don't think, currently there's not enough for a full-time person, so I'm going to get a subcontractor in, I think, to do a bit of work. I think my next job, trailer, is just pulled up by the sounds of it. Here he is!
How are we doing?
How are you?
Alright, man. How's it going?
Wonderful.
Good man. Good man.
Wonderful.
Like that. Clean that lorry, let us just through a puddle.
This is coming in next week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it
next week? Get this weekend out of the way and it's coming in, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you got Swede Fest.
Swede Fest, yeah.
And then
That's
after
why I
that.
cleaned it.
Well, you didn't clean it very well, did you?
Very well, did I? No.
She's nice. She's nice.
Yeah, you're going to guys do some soap work on the skirts and that.
Yeah, so I've said on camera this morning, I've given the lowdown of my diary, as I do. And as
you can see how they've sunk here, and they've sort of twisted out a little bit as well.
Yeah.
And then they've risen up at the back. The other side's a little bit worse because it's sort of chafing on here.
Yeah, the other side is really bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sitting at a bizarre angle.
Got a big job on his XXL and all, haven't you?
Yes. Yes.
Lights, pipes and Durabras.
He wants everything on it, so.
I've heard all sorts of talk.
Oh, he's been thinking, has he?
Oh, you've had it. You've had it.
Well, I don't mind.
You're going to be a busy man.
I'm a busy man as it is.
If you're doing his, does that mean you can do some bits on mine then?
Oh, what? Well, he said to me, I don't know if he's told you this or not.
Go on, what's he said? I know what I've asked for.
What you asked for? Because I can't remember now.
I've asked him for lights at the top there.
Oh,
you know, like some of these Dutch guys have got like a bit like a bumper sort of thing, you know, with all sort of cheeseburger lights and that in it.
Oh yeah, he didn't mention any of that.
No. What's he mentioned then?
Well, it's confused me because I forgot he had a tool. He said about toolbox on it.
Yeah, I was after sort of somewhere like a nice sort of toolbox to hang the overalls and that into dry and that.
Because what I said to him, because this is coming in next week.
Yeah. He was on about you're going to keep the catwalk and the skirts, and I'm going to disappear off with it. That's one of the suggestions I've heard.
That will happen, but it needs leaving here.
Yeah.
I need to settle this up, and then I'll strip it back off.
Because I only drive 650s and FH60s, you know. So we're
Yeah.
We're a bit short on them now.
Tell him to put his hand in his pocket. So yeah, so I'm going to do it all, get it all set up, strip it back off, and then you can have your truck because you'll take it away and be painted then, won't you?
Yeah.
So
these in themselves are a bit of a. We're not on the same page.
Oh, what colour wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to go.
I want like a Danish sort of look, yeah.
Oh, you keep changing. What colour was you going on?
Like a light grey, like a narrow grey.
Yes, that's right. It was.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel.
You don't know how you feel.
I'll tell you why. I do like the Nardo grey, but you're gonna have to. Everything's gonna have to go Nardo grey.
Black.
You've got
black. I mean, I'm not going to get it, so yeah.
No, right. So this is my opinion, which my opinion counts for nothing because it's your truck.
It's not.
Okay, it's Wayne's truck. I feel if that was Nardo grey, people always look at that and go, "Why you got a primer
fair point.
skirt on there?
Fair point.
Why you not finished painting it?" If there was more Nardo, it'd make more sense.
I'm sure you must have some viewers that could weigh in and, you know, mock something up for them. And
well, yeah, they'll map all that in. Don't worry,
exactly.
they'll get on the old Photoshop
stuff now.
Yeah. I ain't got room in the workshop for this.
No, I suspect you're full of.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you why. No, you'll love
what's
watching. You'll love watching the workshop in a minute. I'll show you why. I'm going to turn the camera off because they can't see. Join me this morning where I'm at Royston at Volger's DAF. I think it's Volger's Commercial Vehicle Specialist. here to measure some pit steps up. I'm going to see if I get the camera in there so you can see what I'm dealing with, so you'll see the whole process of this job, hopefully. Just haven't got a clue where I'm going, so bear with and I'll be back in a bit. Right, I'm down in the pits at the minute. There's the pit steps as mentioned previously. So I'm with Tom.
All right.
There you go. He's from Folgers. Yes, got it. It took me a little while to work that one out.
It's in a few minutes.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, so these are the pit steps I was talking about, and then currently the issue is, as I said, he wants them to a bit better health and safety specs and standards. So he wants a handrail on, and looking at these, we've got different heights. I don't know if you see that, we've got 280 down at 280 there. Oh, sorry, that's 380 at the top there. 280, and we've only got 230 tread. So he wants a deeper tread. We can come out a bit further, and then we're going to have a handrail up here. So, just giving you a little rundown of what's happening here so you get to see this project all the way through. So I've measured up the back wall of the pit step, and then 915 we can come out, and then I've got his current measurements so I can work it off there when I get back to the workshop. Same with the second pit, because they're two different sizes, only by 20mm, back wall height and what we can come out. That is all the measurements I need to get these pit steps going. I've got the width, I know what the width is well, I've got that wrote down, what side the handrail's going, so on and so forth. Well, that's my little site visit done. I find it so awkward recording in front of people that you're meeting for the first time, but part of my job now, I suppose. But no, there's a great bunch of guys there. Fairly straightforward job, looking forward to that one. Like I said, when I was measuring up the pit steps and what I showed you, I just wanted to give you a little insight into every little part of the job. So, you know, it's all's well saying, oh, they're going to build 2 sets of pit steps. You haven't got a clue of where they're going. You haven't seen the existing ones. So I thought I would show you that, and then you can follow the process of making the steps, getting them. You want some powder coating, a safety yellow, and then I shall probably drop them off, and then we'll drop them in the pit, and then you could see them in there if that's any good. So let's see where we go next with this project. Well, I've not been very good on the old content creation this week whatsoever, because I haven't really felt like anything's been filmable for reasons out of my control, and then some reasons in my control. But today I've been on the fire truck getting it ready for the body to be lifted on. I've got a forklift coming tomorrow afternoon. Touch wood, that all goes to plan. So today I have, boom, bolted all the brackets on which the side lockers go to. I've got the chassis mounting brackets which the tank frame goes on. I'm going to take the tanks off the frame but still mount the frame, because that's also a frame on top of there which the toolboxes bolt to. I've just put the battery on. I suppose, should we see if it starts? Since I've had this lorry in half and then put it back together, I think we should check. Oh, look, I also put the prop shaft back on. Painted her up black. Why did I paint it black? Why not? I had some black spray to hand. So, I'll start, won't it? There's no reason for it not to. Oh, that's a good sign. Eh? Good little start. No leaks as of yet. Well, I'm happy with that. Right, I'm going to take the battery off because I found an air link. Not screwed that up properly, but see, we do all make mistakes, and it won't be the last one either. That I can assure you. Timbo has arranged for a telehandler this afternoon, so we can get the boxes back on that fire truck. The fire truck is getting ever closer to being finished. Now started, which is always good news. Why wouldn't it? It's not as I've stripped it and cut it in half and put it back together. Really need to build the air up. Got to do that fitting up on that air tank, and I've got to build the air up. I can wind the brakes back in, and then I think we're about there with that. So when Tim's back shortly, he's got to move the living trailer. That's going outside so we can get to everything we need to. So need to get tines in, pick that up there, drop it on. At the minute, we're waiting for a skip empty. Was the skip emptied? They were supposed to empty the skip today, I think. When that's emptied, all that rubbish can go back in there. Don't think we got the telehandler long enough to have a full move around. I had some trailer axles dropped off to me last night that needs a bit of work doing to them. Busy, busy, busy. But that's just trailer axles, little fill-in job. These stacks, I don't know what to do about these stacks. So, got welded 90s on them, or I mean, they do need a bit more of a polish. But these are only going on the simulator. I think I should probably, they'd look better like that, wouldn't they? Get rid of the old weld, and they're going to be a U shape at the back of the cab. So really, I need to start prepping up. So I'm going to get my overalls on, and then I'm going to strip down that tank and everything off of that tank frame, because we're only putting the bare minimum back on. We don't need to go too extreme with it. Right, chest cam seems to be working well. Don't judge me on the cordless power tools. I'm a Milwaukee man normally, or Flex. However, we had this Bosch one laying around, and I use this for the smaller bolts. So I'm going to try and undo this whilst keeping them back to the wind, because there's a little bit of wind there today. I'm going to strip all this off because we don't want it no more. You know, good old stainless bolts like to try and seize up. Nice. Do believe young Harold's coming down today. As soon as there's a big step of progress, he likes to come down and, someone would say, annoy me, irritate me, but he don't. He's a funny old boy. He makes me laugh. Yeah, she's a beauty, and she's a beast. I'm becoming. What we're gonna do here. over.
How's the cabin gone?
The sun's there.
How long have we got this for?
Wow.
Later today.
Yeah, he's got a seed delivery tomorrow. He said if his doesn't get fixed today, he'll need this ready for tomorrow morning. Right, back to it. I had to go pick a forklift up and my lift arrived. But I'm here, forklift's here, Tim's here, and young Harold's here, look. Let's see if it starts. That ball.
That's my bouncy ball.
I won't bounce anymore.
All at the front of it. It's gone all at the front of the truck simulator.
Of course it has. Why wouldn't it?
Got all glitter on it now. All the glitter.
Oh. Well, I suppose I better get a microfiber. Oh, what a nightmare. Oh no.
All of the cameras. Go on, Benny boy!
So that is the body bolted on. I'll come back when, believe it or not, he was quite helpful this time.
Funny you say that.
Yeah, just leave it up, doesn't mate.
No ladders are actually boys, it's really being pushed.
I like looking at the back of me.
You do get a lot of bends back end.
Yes. The prime view of more bends in here. Success noises.
Please do, if you feel like you want to again.
Yeah, I'll do it if you want me to.
Why not? Oh.
You've got to speed this up in editing.
Yeah, just speed it up. Oh, I have.
Lovely job. Yes, the cab is down on the Chucking Sounds fire engine. Now for mine. The cab is down on the Chucking Sounds fire engine. Start it up. It's ready to go.
So that is fire truck, boxes back on, which all it leaves, bolt that rear frame in, put the doors in, and then put the infield back on the top. Happy days. It's amazing what you can get done when you're not on a simulator. He can't help himself, can he? She's outside for the very first time in a long time. Look at that lineup. So, just before I went home, I started getting this frame on, and then it occurred to me that I should be recording all this. So, I got that one lined up. I've got a porta power that body out there at the back. Just kick that out because the hole's running slightly out. Now, these did have 5mm bolts in, and I'm putting 6mm in because I've got an abundance of 6mm, so I might as well use them up. So I'm just having to run a drill through, but what I'm doing, you can see where the hinges go in there, and they're tapped in there. So I'm lining them up where they was, and then I'm re-drilling it and putting a 6mm bolt in there. Also today I've got Richardson's coming to pick up their trailer, so I'll show you what I've done on the trailer. This project got started months and months ago, before we even had these lights installed in here. And then he needed the trailer while we was waiting for the trolleys to come back from galvanised, so he collected the trailer, and then he's only just had the chance to bring it back where it works for us all. So he booked a slot with me and I got to finish it off, but that is basically what we're working with. Got two trays on it. I got one under there, one under there. I've sprayed what I've welded previously, a bit of gal spray just to protect it, but he said he's going to paint all this trailer, that's what he's planning on. But it's a drop down, trays all the way under, and that is to store his timbers for his outriggers. I've got bolt angles on the bottom of the timbers. I've got to, I'm waiting for bolts to come in for that, but I have seen that Screwfix actually do the bolts I want, which is very surprising because they're an unusual size, so I really didn't think they would. But happy days, they do. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm waffling on, and I'm going to start working, because that has got to be delivered back to Trucking Sounds tomorrow night. As you can see, I've got that one in line. That's slightly out, so that top's got to go in that way. But I think if I porta power from there and push the bottom of that box out slightly that way, that should bring the top over anyway. Let's say I will have to ream them out with the drill because they was 5mm bolts and they're going 6mm, but as long as I can get them in line first, So that's got all them holes in line. Drilling through there, you'll see the existing holes just inside that track. So there's the one I've just put in, and the other one at the top is just behind there. So I'm going to tighten them ones up. Right, that's the ones I can get to done. Now these two at the bottom both sides are behind all these covers. So, because them screws are proper seized in there or wrung out, same this side, I'm going to see if I've got a 6mm tap, and then I'll just tap them so it just wind in from this side. So I've got the infills to go on top. There was trays that hung down below there for the hoses to go through, which are them hoses there. They're not needed anymore because I think Ant wants to free up as much room through there as he possibly can. I don't think I'm going to put the tray back in there. I'll just put the infill back on top, but it's going to need framework underneath to support it. However, that's not a problem because he does want a decking on top, but we've just run out of time, so I'm not going to be able to get it done. So that can all be done afterwards before he kits it out. So I mean, he's going to need to cut some of that framework out so you can see all the way through. He may even possibly want a new framework on the bottom because that's not the best framework I've ever seen, I'll be honest with you. In the background you might see I'm making these stacks as well. They're for the simulator, but TIG welders packed in halfway through. Well, I say TIG welder, torch I think. The old switch is jamming in. So I've got to sort that out when I get time, whenever that'll happen. But I think I could drill these, tap these, put the doors on, and hopefully the doors, if I use my brain, I did, near side top, offside top. Just you always got to mark everything. You don't know what, something might happen where you don't get back on this job for ages and you forget what's what. So always double check, mark and everything. So it's just, oh I know where that goes, straight on there. No messing about. It's got all them bolts in, tightened up. Happy days. Oh, happy days. We're back on chest cam. Time to get that tray in that hole. And I will warn you, she's a tight fit. I think I might go from underneath and then up. That may be my best option. We get some bolts just on the off chance it goes better than expected, but I think we both know, like there's only two of us here. Oh dear. Well, I wasn't expecting. So again up this end. Sorry if the camera ain't quite picking up what we need it to. A very complex thing to try and achieve, getting the right camera angles while struggling to get the job done you're trying to do. But I guess that is what content creation is all about. If it was easy, everyone would do it, as I always say. And obviously content creation, people think, oh that's easy. Trust me, It's not as easy as people might think, and I don't even have to edit my videos. Anyway, that's got that tray in. Perfect. Perfect. Get some doors on the go. So near side and offside. Why they call it near side and offside, not left side, right side? Work that one out. So, here's the thing. Let's move the old ladder pod out of the way. Here's the thing. Left side, which is passenger side, right side, which is driver's side. Which is correct, it's a right-hand drive. However, if I was to look at it from the front, the left-hand side, which is passenger side, is now my right side, so it gets very confusing. So near side, offside. Near side, nearest side to the curb. Offside is the opposite side to the curb, as such is how I see it. When it's driving down the road, you're close to the curb here, see this is your near side. That's today's little lesson. But where are all the bolts for that? Here we go. Rear top centre tray. Rear door hinges. Top centre catwalk. See? Always label. Don't know if you see that. Rear door hinges. Oh look, Plod's not even happy. I spilt my coffee all over Plod's steps, so I'm going to do the right thing and clean that up. I've noticed a lot of you like it when me, Plod and Tim are all together, because we do have a laugh, which is what life is all about. See, that door's sitting lower than that one, so I'm going to put a bar in the bottom, bar it up, and then do the hinges on. And that should get that in line. So, next job. Do you know what? I'm going to put the trays back up there, the hose trays. Reason being, one, I don't want that scrap laying around here. It's alley, so that'll be kicking around for ages before I've got enough alley to weigh it in. Two, if someone did go up there and fall through the catwalk, because let's say there's no strengthening under there, they would only fall as far as that, which puts my conscience at ease a little bit more. went better than I thought it was gonna. Well, this isn't getting stressful, is it? Sorted. Try and get nuts and bolts on them now. It's a struggle. I don't know what you do there. Struggle. Struggle. It's a struggle. I'm going to move you back that way because I've got to lift the infill in. What could possibly go wrong? Right, I've come up top because unfortunately the catwalks fell down there and wedged inside, so I've got to pull it from the top. So I thought, oh well, change of camera angle. Got my bag of top centre catwalk bolts. Ooh. Get his back lined up with a few bolts in her. Well, she's coming together quite nicely now. Get this on, get the back door in, get the front bit of infill on. Yay. One, two, three, 6. She is starting to resemble the fire truck that first come in here a couple months ago. She's been a bit stop-starty on it, waiting for certain little parts, and then obviously it went out the build slot, so getting back on it has been quite difficult as I've had jobs penciled in. Getting delivered back tomorrow night, and at the minute all I've got to do is I've got to wire up the rear lights and then tidy the loom up, put the cab back down. I think we're about there. So I'm pretty much ready to wrap this series up, which I've enjoyed doing. It's given me a lot of opportunity to show you guys different things, like cutting a truck in half and back together. That is something a lot of you never experience in your life, but I'm hoping you come along with the journey of that and you feel like you have been part of it. So we'll see what next projects come along. I know I really want to get back on with that so bad. The simulator, don't know if you'd see it over there, got the stacks for it here that said just got to fix a TIG welder, and then that would be buttoned up. Desperate to get back on that, and I'm also desperate to get that down off the wall. So on the big move round, when Edwin is back, empty this place, get everything off the walls, back down how it should be, and then we can crack on. Do some little build series, I suppose. That is going to be tricky to do because there's so much gone on with that you've not seen. Obviously Tim didn't used to go in a great detail with that. Same with the simulator, the whole build side of it. I think it'd be a pretty boring video if I just spent a whole episode just talking about what I have done up to this point, or because, to be honest, it's been that long since I started it, I can't remember everything now. But that truck I could strip down to bare chassis rails, rebuild it, no if buts maybes, no hesitation. I know that truck inside out. So I've got to finish them side skirts off, which means bolting them all back together just to reassure me that they was right before I start taking them off, because it's been that long now, and I'd much rather, they're quite a centerpiece, them side skirts, so I'd much rather make sure they're, double check that they're right before I send them off to paint. And then got to get that engine painted. It's all going to happen. It's all going to happen this year. Next year truck show, that is definitely going to be there. Truck season, it's got to be there without a doubt. That's going to look cool next to that as well, because that's got a little spoiler and the wide arch. That's exactly what that looks like, conveniently. So that's going to be smart. Real smart. There's a lot of smart things happening. I'm quite excited for the future. But it's the next build series. I've got Mercedes to do as well. Yes, I know that Mercedes will change the subframe as a goodwill gesture. However, that doesn't get me to make a video, an episode on it, does it? So, and not only that, I've already bought the subframe and I bought the bolts. I've heard that Mercedes change subframe as a goodwill gesture, but you have to pay for bolts, and providing no repairs being done on subframe. Unfortunately, there's already been repair on the subframe, so that's that one out the window. I've got to do it no matter what, so I'm going to get on and crack on and do that. So I don't know whether I do that next, actually get that done with, or I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas about while sat on top of a fire truck, because where else do you think best other than sat on a fire truck? Old plod gets funny about me showing back of the living trailer, but what he doesn't realise is episodes for that are way in front of episodes where I am currently. So it doesn't matter what you see, because you've probably already seen that living trailer the time you see this. Anyway, I've got to stop harping on, and I've got to crack on, get this fire truck buttoned up. But I will sign off on this fire truck probably tomorrow. So that is that with the fire engine. She's finally done. Going back home. Go on, Ploddy, do the honours. Get her out of here. Just remember, she's an old girl and she's got many air leaks. She has been a struggle a day. I had to get all the lights working again, but had to rewire all the lights because all the earths on it was a bit skew with. But I'd like to say she's turned out really well, but you can't really see what I've done. Come on, Claude! There she goes. She didn't want to go, Pod. She's been here that long. Excuse the noise. Got a pair of idiots. Idiot 1 and idiot 2.
Just saying, over on the entertaining channel, that in this video we've seen Plod drive a tractor and a fire engine, all in the same video. Oh my word.
I'll let him do what he's got to do.
He looks a bit like a fireman, doesn't he, actually?
Right, so my next project in, I'm going to get Richardson's Volvo 650, put it there, got to have a quick clear out. I don't know if that'll be the next one you see on film or not, because I don't know where it falls in all the timelines. So anyway, that is the end of that little series. Thank God. It's had its ups and its downs, that job, but to be honest, overall enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.